From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. The veteran kicker, G.O.A.T, puts it on the tee. And off we go from Lumen Field. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here comes the third-year man out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Valdez-Scantling on the move. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to take a shot down the field. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's a designed run. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Now this time he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
That one, take it in. Cooper, touchdown Seahawks. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
"7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And he nearly got the first down there. We'll give him 9 yards, but setting up a very manageable 3rd and 1.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Giants first down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
With the score, Seahawks 7, Giants 0.
Back to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down. Here's a run. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Giants. Now it's G.O.A.T for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Walker. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a 1st down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. That's taken in, and he will score. Noah Fant, touchdown Seattle.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. And it's a very nice return. He is giving the offense a short field. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Back to the air once more on second down. Open man is Robinson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Giants 7.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
We'll go with a draw play here on second down. And he's going to have the first down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains. Now, faking the give. That's hard! And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Throw, left side, that's Johnson. And he'll be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
It is brought in the end zone. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. Now, G.O.A.T for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And Dexter Lawrence with the sack just continues the upward trajectory we've seen as of late. 12 sacks over the last 2 years. At this rate, Mike, he very well could be an all-pro for his 3rd consecutive season.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed, And he's tracked down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll turn and hand this one off. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll pick up the 1st down as he moves this up to the 29-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And they will finally run him down.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Here comes 2nd down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
At this stage of the game, one play could be the difference between winning and losing. And That dangerous throw is just a little risky for my liking. I understand the notion of trying to make a play and being aggressive, but one turnover here, and this game could be over.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So now, G.O.A.T, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to grab a late lead. This one is pushed out to the right. It is no good. And this one is going to remain a tie game.
And you just have to wonder what that'll do to the energy levels on both sidelines. I mean, you got a chance to break the tie here late, but he just can't connect.
This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The 12's making noise in Seattle before 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Here's 1st down. Walker. Finding space inside the 40. And he's going to take this all the way home. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Seahawks have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Giants. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And he... through the contact, it's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
No louder place than here in Seattle before third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Slayton. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll come up now for second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Back to the air one more time. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Set to go now on first and 10. Valdez-Scantling on the move. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. So the 12th man, a factor here as it's a win for the Seahawks. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago. A spot with a much better